Welcome back to this day. Joining us now is Ame Roberts with the Senior Center update. Ame, so nice to see you again.
Oh, it's always good to see you.
And I was going to ask you about spring. Do you love spring? Do you have a favorite season? And then you just found out that you're going to Scotland. So that's pretty incredible. What a great time of year to be going there.
It is. We are just beyond excited. We can't wait to go. It should be perfect too before all of the tourists come, and it'll be cold and rainy, but we love that. So
yeah.
It'll be
great. What a bucket list place. I would definitely love to get there one day.
Yeah.
So how a wonderful trip. So let's get into the upcoming events for the Senior Center. You're looking for Meals on Wheels volunteers.
We are. So we're always looking for volunteers for all the things that we do. What we do could not be done without our volunteers. We run on a very skeleton staff, and we have almost 200 volunteers that are at the center every week. So with all the meals that we do in person and Meals on Wheels and reception, all of those combined, I mean, it really takes a community.
Wow.
So I just want to come on and encourage everyone that maybe it's something you've thought about doing, but never really, pulled the trigger on. Just give us a call. We can tell you more about it.
Yeah. What does to volunteer for Meals on Wheels? Like, what does it entail? Is it like one day a week type thing, or?
We would love that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not every week. It just depends on what we need and what the volunteer has available.
Okay.
So, but most people do once a week. They show up about 10:30 in the morning on whatever day that they're running meals, and they usually deliver to 5 or 7 clients, and they should all be right in the same area, and it would be the same route every week.
Okay.
So yeah, and you get to know those people, and a lot of people start out because they're really trying to help their community, but what they realize, there's sort of a positive feedback loop, and you feel good, and you're making your community better.
That's what I was going to ask. What's the feedback that you've heard from the volunteers and the people who are receiving the meals? Like how important this program is.
It's a win-win situation, right? I mean, the people that are doing the volunteering, they're making their community better, but it gives the person a sense of purpose, and you know that you're doing something good. You're helping out another person, and I think as humans, sometimes we lose that sense of what that means, and it feels really good.
Yeah, that's so wonderful. So if someone wants to get involved, they can just either stop into the Senior Center or give you guys a call?
Yes, they can give us a call. Pat is at reception. She can make sure that you get an application, or you can go on our website. It's myagewell.org and go under the volunteer tab, and the application is there.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And so your next event coming up, you have the Advanced Planning Informational Workshop. Tell us about this event.
So the woman who is running this, she is just fabulous. You just feel so good when you're around her. But she basically is doing a workshop about the documentation, the things that you should have in order so that you can make sure that whatever state you're in as time goes by, that things happen the way you want them to. So for example, an advanced medical directive. There might be a time when someone can't make those decisions or can't voice those decisions, and it's good to make sure that what you want is what happens.
Yeah.
So it's just the documentation that you need in line. It's also kind of a reminder of the conversations that you might want to have with the people that you love or around you, just so that everybody's on the same page. People tend to avoid these conversations, and it really helps everyone because everyone around you knows what you want, and it takes the burden off of them of making difficult decisions, and you also can rest assured that what you want is what happens.
Yeah, and it's such a traumatic or sad time when you're grieving and you've lost somebody, and so what a blessing it is to have had these types of decisions, at least some of the decisions taken care of, so you don't have to think about it. You're just gonna, this is what mom wanted or this is what dad wanted, and I'm gonna follow through with that.
Right.
So makes
exactly
life easier. Who should, is there a certain age or who should attend this workshop?
Well, we are a senior center, so seniors, but anyone of any age. So my husband and I have done a lot of this documentation already, and these are things that need to be revisited throughout your life, right? So Maybe it is a trust that you've set up or a will. These things constantly need to be updated. So everyone should have these things in order, whether you are young or older or healthy or unhealthy. These are just kind of good hygiene ways to move through life and make sure that you are, we can't be in control of everything, right, in life, but to make sure that the things that are important to you, those wishes are followed through on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting about that we can't control everything. I mean, that reminds me of when I would make my birth plan when I had my children, and the best wishes, But at least it was a plan that I was, this is kind of the outline, and then I always loved to see how it was actually really going to unfold.
Yeah.
But at least it gave me peace to know what, and even my doctor worked with me to make it happen as much as I wanted. It was trying to have it happen.
Right.
Anyway, for what I could control.
Exactly.
So definitely some good advice. And is there a date on this event?
Yes, it is April 9th.
April 9th.
Yes, and you can call the center and sign up for it. So we do ask you make a reservation. It just helps us decide what room it's going to be in. And one thing I forgot to mention, and this is really important, there's no solicitation at all during this. This is someone who has retired and decided that this is her life's calling, to help people and their families sort of just make sure that they're organized. So
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And is there any fee to attend this?
No.
No fee. So
No.
it's free to attend. You just need to RSVP, and then it'll be April 9th.
That's right.
Okay. And then, so moving on, you have the Emeritus Enrollment Day coming up.
Yes, every time this comes up, it just kind of measures that time is moving so fast, right? So the summertime enrollment is coming up in April. We offer sort of a pared down selection of classes with our partnership with Emeritus at Saddleback College. And if you would like help signing up for these, that you can come in, you can have an individual appointment where it's just one-on-one. If you're not comfortable on the computer and figuring that out, there will be someone there to help you. So you just need to call the center and sign up for a time slot.
This is wonderful, because I would imagine, I know myself, I need help sometimes. And it's so nice that there's a resource there to just get a little bit of extra help.
Yes, 100%.
So, and then you have a special speaker coming to talk about the thyroid.
We do. So Bill Liu is a doctor in pharmacy, and he has a specialization in geriatric pharmaceuticals. So he comes from time to time and does individual medication reviews, but this time he's coming to talk about the thyroid. And probably almost everyone out there either has a thyroid issue or they have someone very close to them that has a thyroid issue, and it influences everything, right? It's your brain function, your heart function, your digestive function, your everything.
Wow.
So this is just something that people can come, they can find out more about what's going on with the thyroid, maybe some signs and symptoms that might be showing up if you have an issue, and some of the latest treatments.
Okay. Well, and lastly, we're almost out of time, but lastly, you have a Mother's Day tea party coming up.
Yes, so we're so excited. This is our 3rd annual Mother's Day Tea Party, and it is just precious. Everyone comes. It is a formal tea with little finger sandwiches and sweets, and we usually have the girls from NCL, and we're hoping that you're able to come this year and help us with our hats that are made for a queen and award the prize. So,
wonderful. Sounds amazing.
This is the pressure on air.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds wonderful. I'd love to come. So I'm going to check my calendar, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to be there.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing all this with us. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you.
If you'd like to find out more information about any of these events and services, or to RSVP, please contact the Florence Sylvester Senior Center at 949-380-0155. And also remember, they have lunch daily from 11:30 to 12:30, fresh, flavorful lunch. You can make a reservation, just make your reservation 2 days prior, and then come enjoy your lunch over at the Senior Center. Stay with us, because we have weather and announcements coming up right after this.